Forget what you think you know about global power. The next great geopolitical battleground isn't in the Middle East or East Asia. It's in the Arctic. Consider this: the potential for over 90 billion barrels of oil and 1,670 trillion cubic feet of natural gas is fueling an unprecedented international land grab. This isn't a future problem. It's happening now, and the scramble for the Arctic's wealth will reshape our world. At the center of this race is Russia, the undisputed Arctic heavyweight. With 53% of the Arctic coastline, Moscow is on a mission to dominate the north. Russia isn't just talking. They're reopening Soviet-era bases, deploying advanced missiles, and expanding the northern fleet. President Putin is building a fleet of nuclear icebreakers, aiming to create a wall of sovereignty along the northern sea route. This isn't just defense. It's a plan to lock down Russia's economic future and project power across the North Atlantic. If you're finding this video valuable, help us grow this channel and take a moment to subscribe and share this video. But Russia isn't alone. China is also staking its claim. Calling itself a near-Arctic state, Beijing is partnering with Moscow on a polar Silk Road. The goal? New shipping routes that bypass Western-controlled choke points like the Suez Canal. Early tests show these routes could cut Asia to Europe travel times dramatically. While China says its focus is scientific and economic, Western nations worry these projects have a hidden military edge. Arctic influence is now as strategic as it is commercial. For a long time, the West hesitated. But now, alarm bells are ringing. The US and NATO are stepping up. Finland and Sweden joined NATO, strengthening the northern flank. Specialized forces like the 11th Airborne Division are training for extreme Arctic operations. Critical assets like the B-2 space base in Greenland are being reinforced, giving the US a top-of-the-world view for missile defense and surveillance. Joint exercises are ramping up, sending a clear message: the Arctic won't be left uncontested. The stakes couldn't be higher. First, the resources. The Arctic may hold 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of its natural gas, a lifeline in an unpredictable energy world. The US is betting big. Policy shifts reopened Alaska's National Petroleum Reserve, aiming for a major oil production boost. Second, the geography. The northern sea route along Russia's coast is becoming a real shipping corridor. For Russia, control means money, leverage, and influence over global trade. But this race is dangerous. Military tension is rising. GPS jamming near Norway, massive Russian naval exercises, and overlapping territorial claims make the Arctic a potential flashpoint. And there's the environmental risk. One oil spill or industrial accident in this fragile ecosystem could be catastrophic, threatening both wildlife and indigenous communities. The Arctic is a high-stakes chessboard. Russia is fortifying its lead with geography and military power. China is building influence through the polar Silk Road. The US and NATO are mobilizing fast to keep the Arctic open. The race for the planet's final frontier is accelerating, a game of strategy, ambition, and survival in the unforgiving cold. Who will control the Arctic? Russia, China, or the West? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to see how humanity might respond to an even bigger threat from above, check out our next video, Could We Stop a Doomsday Asteroid? Here on the screen. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for watching.